Who are you?
I'm George Jackson.
George Jackson.
Yes, sir.
You Shepherdson?
No, sir.
You sure about that?
Yes, sir.
You're not a Shepherdson.
I'm certain.
Take me a bottle. Want me to get my jacket? Give me my jacket.
Alright. It's cold out here in Mississippi.
Shut up and walk.
I'm sorry. Stop talking about doggone weather. It's just weird. It's summer in Mississippi and it's 16 degrees.
For 1 second, son?
I'm sorry. Jeez.
Alright, well, here's your jacket. This is my
Thank you.
sister. Introduce yourself.
Who do we have here? My name's Emily Granger first.
I'm George Jackson, Emily.
Nice to meet you. What do you like to do?
I don't like to do much of anything.
I like to write poetry. You want to hear my mixtape? It's fire.
I'd love to. That's really good, Emily.
No, you gotta listen to it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
That's good.
Do people ever write music like that or poems for you?
Yes, they do a lot.
I'm gonna try right now.
You
I'll be
should.
right
It's
back.
a lot of fun.
I'm done. You wanna hear what I made?
Wow, that was fast. Yes. That's great for your first time. Did you enjoy it?
It was pretty fun. Thank you for introducing it to me.
No problem. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Alright now, Huckleberry, just come down here.
This way?
Down here, I will show you the kind of old woman out. Oh, my hip. Oh, my hip, I'm sorry.
Let's go. Why are you coming over here again for me?
The cotton mouse. I gotta show them to you. Oh, that's slow now, my hip. Oh, God, this hip. Oh, alright. I gotta admit, I've been lying to
Watch
you.
that branch now.
Oh, thank you. Your old boy, Jim. I've been helping him out. It's over here.
Jim! How's it going, buddy?
Well, Huck, bless my soul, you done gone to heaven 4 or 5 times now. How you been?
I've been good. I've been making myself up there at home. How you been? How'd you get here? How you been surviving down here?
Well, you know, the raft that crashed into the side of the river and you swam away without your man Jim here. But I started fixing it up, as you can see. I know you're proud of your man Jim here.
I'm proud of you, Jim.
And this sweet woman over here been bringing me some
Oh,
food.
you're such a sweetheart,
Such
Jim.
a-
Oh,
She's so kind to Jim. And I've been ice fishing, you know. I got this little fishing pole here, and I got this ice fishing hole here. You know, I caught myself a few fish from
How
time
you
to
been
time.
ice fishing down here in Mississippi in the summer?
You know,
That's impressive, Jim.
Yeah, old Jim. He's got skills. You know, never count one against old Jim. There's a Shepherdson!
A Shepherdson?
Yep.
What is that?
Kill them all, baby. It doesn't matter why. We're not really sure. Just shoot. Pick that right up.
Who is
Left side of the yard. Right, you're next.
Jim, let's go. These people are whack. Let's go. Let's
What you
go.
talking about?
Let's go.
Don't give Jim
Get on the
a scare like
raft.
that.
Buddy, get on the raft.
What you want?
Get on the raft.
I'm going this way, huh? Oh.
Ah!
frozen. Let's go, Huck. Let's go. Paddle. Why do you want to run away? These people are whack. They're shooting at each other for no apparent reason. Well, hook on this lad, you are dead. Same with you.
I'm Randall Rufus Earnhardt, and this is FNN. This is a new segment called Late Night with yours truly, Randall Rufus. They won't put me on prime time anymore because I, whipped out my willy or whatever, but here I am on Late Night. So, we have a special guest for you tonight, Mark Twain. It's always a pleasure. So, Mark, tell me about the book.
I read Tom Sawyer, and it was a success, and I liked the character, and I liked the way I could play with the different themes, and I'm a big fan of satire. And I love the character of Huck. It's kind of like a Batman and Robin, and I just felt like Huck wasn't glorified enough, and I really wanted to make Huck his own character and make him a bigger deal. And I read Huck Finn, and I fell in love with it, and I guess so did much of our country.
Well, you don't say. Well, that's just great. So you mentioned satirization.
Satire.
So now, satirization. So what were you trying to satire with the two families fighting each other? I assume that was satire. Was that a theme?
Yeah, the Shepherdsons and the Grangerfords. That was kind of like a Hatfield-McCoy feud. It's kind of how I based it a little. And I think a lot of times we just get caught up in things. And so, I didn't really know. I struggled with this a lot. I played with different ideas about people doing different things and not knowing the reason why. But I figured there's a lot of power and weight that comes with death. It's tough sometimes, but so I figured a family feud would be how I would include it. It's kind of time appropriate, fit in there. Kind of a little bit of Huck's character in there that I could, throw in. And so I decided to go with that, and I was just kind of satirizing the fact that we get caught up in stuff, and we lose the true meaning. People get caught up in gifts. That everybody says you always lose the true meaning of Christmas. It's just kind of like that. We're always getting caught up in the world and caught up in the wrong things. We don't even know the true meaning behind what we're doing. And I think that's a big fault in our country, and that's what leads to a lot of faults and further issues is not knowing what you're fighting for. And I think if those two families had just come together and said, hey, this happened a long time ago, let's put it past us, it'd result in a lot less deaths. And I think it's a shame that stuff like that happens. And my grandfather really instilled in me that it's not about the past, live in the present, don't beat a dead horse. So I decided to kind of throw that in there, and I kind of just went with it.
So you really were satirizing how conformity just breeds ignorance.
Margaret Drabble actually says our desire to conform is greater than our respect for objective facts. And that's really true. We tend to conform a lot. Like, Buck just conforms to his father, and his father conformed to his father's ways, and so on and so forth, to the point where they didn't even know the facts that one death and one murder happened decades ago. So, it's all about that conformity. They weren't respecting the objective facts. Rather, they were just conforming and just going with it because that's all they knew. And I was really just kind of satirizing ignorance overall in that sense.
Well, there always is a deeper meaning.
Absolutely.
In your books particularly.
Thank you.
Well, that's all my questions. If you'd like to say anything to the audience about your upcoming book, if you have one, I don't know if you do. But.
I'm just kind of taking a break right now. I've been playing around with a few short stories and stuff, so, we may have something sometime soon about Vietnam and, some Huck Finn related characters and their coverage of it soon. I'm thinking about making it into a movie, actually, so, maybe I could use you in it. We'll see.
Oh, well, you got my number. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Always.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, charming young man. I'm Randall Rufus Earnhardt, cutting out.
Let's go.
Alright, let's just get that.